What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Danmachi. Now, if you guys have been running Boss 2, you might have noticed something really weird about this level. Now, it does say down there that it prefers Thunder, so what I've done is I've accumulated a Thunder team, literally just using the same setup that I used yesterday to do the big damage test on Aisha. We're going to do that on Osfi. Now, there's a very good reason why this isn't going to work the same way in Osfi, and I'll kind of explain at the end of this, and we'll kind of go into more or less what we discovered here. But first of all, I want to kind of test this team out. Now, you will notice one big thing on this team. I do have Filvis here, and Filvis doesn't really fit in this team anymore. Like, not the same way she did before, but I really didn't think of anybody that I could fit in that slot, so we're still going to use her basically to bring in this assist and then swap her out. And I do need to actually put that assist on the main line. So I actually think nope. I take it back. She'll be perfect. She can come in like that. So I thought that was eyes for a moment, because apparently I can't use my eyes. But there we go. We'll be fine. We'll be good. This will be perfect. Now, with one exception, and I'll kind of get to that when we get to it, but what we're going to do is we're going to have to come out of the gate with... Actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that early debuff that we did with everybody else. Because so long as Winnie basically lasts till turn 3, we're going to be fine. They don't ever buff their strength like the last foe did. And once again, it doesn't matter when Filvis comes in because we're not really worried about Filvis as far as like using her SA or anything. So we just basically need Winnie to survive to like turn 3 more or less, which shouldn't be a huge issue. I don't believe. We'll see. Maybe it is. But yeah, let's go. All right, so we can actually do Winnie's SA here. And if she doesn't make it much past this, we're still going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Blowing Wind so that we replicate it because, you know, it only does last a handful of turns. And we want to make sure that it lasts as long as possible. Now, the downside of this is Winnie, she's kind of designed to like do her thing and then go away. But with Haruhime and our counter heals, you never know if that's actually going to work out the way we want it to. So let's see what happens here. All right. There we go. I'd say perfect, but almost perfect. Almost perfect. All right. So with Osfi, I'm going to go ahead and do our 45% debuff. I'm going to go ahead and do Blowing Wind to make sure that we keep all of our debuffs in play. Because remember, now we've got a all unit resistance down 50%, which is going to be absolutely imperative. And next turn, we're actually going to do the SA with Osfi. I know Osfi is the one we're going to do the quad with, but believe me when I say this part is going to be like super imperative to getting out the numbers we want. And I'll kind of explain why here real quick. Everybody else is going to go back to doing a base attack except for Haruhime, who's going to continue doing the cycle of Blown Wind and Dawn. Now, Osfi does a physical resist, magic resist, and thunder resist down 50%. If you remember, Kaguya, the reason we were using her was for her physical resistance. We really don't need her now, but she's always going to be part of... Well, actually, I think she's 60% if I recollect. Yeah, she's 60%. So, doesn't really matter, though. We're not going to use her quite yet. But we had Filvis on here for the water resist down. We didn't need her because Osfi does it. So we'll do Osfi's here, and then we'll basically, from this point on, more or less save up for a quad SA. Okay? So there's already 1 million, and 1 million in all realms of, like, general damage. 1 million is a good AoE number. It is something to strive to, and it is very, very, very substantial. But I want you to pay close attention and like compare what we're gonna do here to what we did yesterday with Aisha, because I think that this is just a really interesting, strange situation. But there is actually a logical reason for it. And I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do a little bit more testing later on to see if this is literally just like all-round power creep or if it's just that insane. But we'll get to that here shortly. All right, all base attacks. Let's go. Now, it might take a few minutes for us to build this up, but Hang with me, guys. We're going to get this built up as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, it does take a few minutes. Actually, it feels like it's really slow right now. I thought it built up a little faster than this last time. We should have our good assists on the job. Very, very interesting. Now, I do want to also emphasize, remember, guys, this is not going for, like, top score. This is going for, like, literally the amount of damage that Osvi is capable of here. This is literally a max damage run, not a numbers run. So don't get too bogged down in trying to replicate this team. You're going to fail miserably if you replicate this team. In fact, I'll show you the team that I used to get the best score. But, yeah, we should have it here on turn. Ooh, it's going to be late, though. Might actually be the last turn. I feel like it was a little faster with the other team, but I think we had more SA gauge charge with the other team or something. All right. We don't want to SA here. We want to do a base attack. Base attack. Let's go. All right. So let's just double check here. Looks like all our resistances are still down. Okay. So magic resistance, physical resistance, and thunder resistance are all 50%. Physical is about to go down to 60. One unit and all unit are down 50. So we are good to go. Let's do our quad SA. Now remember, the whole goal here is to compare what Osvi did to... There we go. To what Aisha did yesterday. So... Remember, everybody's going to have their main buffs. Everybody's going to have the debuffs in play. Everybody's going to be good to go. Let's take a look here. 5.6 mil, which, mind you, is a substantial number. It's a very, very, very good number. But it is half, maybe even less than half, of what Aisha did yesterday. Now, there's a very, very, very good reason for this. Let's go ahead and finish them off. Well, I don't even know if we will finish them off because we're doing base attacks in this turn. I wasn't paying attention. So, yeah, I mean, that's right there my thesis statement for how absolutely insane Aisha is. Rip run. Rip run indeed. So, 5.6, let's just say for the sake of argument, 6-ish mil. But we did say yesterday we got like 11.5, and I did say I've gotten up to like 13 mil out of Aisha in that same situation on round 1. So what is the difference? Okay, well, let's go in here, and I'll go ahead and say, where is it? Is this the team? Let's just call up our party 1. Literally, this is the team that I used to get my max numbers run. This was the team that did it all. And you'll notice this is literally the team from the first attempt. So the main reason that there's a difference here, okay? Aisha, when she comes out of the gate with her SA, she gets 80% per each self-water attack damage buff. That becomes a 160% buff. So if we go back to Osvi, on the other hand, Osvi actually doesn't get a percentage buff. She's all about the debuffs. So, when we run Aisha in this particular event, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, I'm just gonna... All the skill flows should be set, so I'm just gonna kind of power through this. Yep, let's go. Boom. And literally, this is just a carbon copy of my... turn one, or my round 1 team. So there's no real differences between what we did there and what we're doing here. Okay? So here we go. And turn 5, I believe, is when we're going to do the double SA. Now, there is something to be said for doing like a triple. And I could build up to that. In fact, I probably think I will, just to see the numbers. Here we go. Okay, so we do have a double SA here. I'm going to soldier on and continue down the road here and try to get the triple out. So we're going to do that. Actually, let's see. What is everybody's... So we still have debuffs in play. SA gauge charge is good. So yeah, we'll do that. And that and that. So let's continue on. And let's basically get that triple and see what kind of numbers we're able to get. Now, we should have a triple on turn 7. I think so, I believe. If the team will do their thing. Yeah, there we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, one more time. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. So we're gonna get a turn 7 triple SA kill. And believe me when I say it will be a kill. So, here we go. Remember, Haruhime does 120% strength and magic. Then Belle does 100% water attack damage. And then Aisha gets that 80%, actually a 160% buff. And so we should be golden here. Get it? There we go. Good stuff. And I just want to emphasize... Ooh, they didn't kill him. I actually expected a kill on that one. I don't know why they didn't kill him. They usually do here. So I think what I need to do is I need to put another insect killer on here. Take Lili off. And I think that might be the difference. But still, that is like a major difference in damage, actually. So we should get the kill on this turn, though. Yeah. But either way, you can see the raw difference. So, like, the main reason I failed there is because I need to put another insect. Would you RNG? I'm doing a video here. Could you help me? So what I really need to do is take Lili off, put another physical bug killer on there, and it'll be done turn 7. But basically, if you're paying attention, like, the damage that Aisha produced here was even better. And the scores that we've been getting in this are, like, phenomenal. Like, 22, 23 mil. That was 20 mil, and that was a bad run. So, hilariously, if you're still trying to use Thunder on this, back up. Go use Water. Literally, if you have a really good Water team, if you maxed out Aisha, and you've got Belle, and you've got the new Haruhime, do it. Just don't make the mistake I made. Take Lili off and then put, another physical bug killer on there, like Osvi or someone like that, and you'll be good to go. Like, it's pretty wild. Like, honestly, it blows my mind how nuts this water team is. We're gonna have to do some more testing with the water team here. I'm gonna set them up in a couple other scenarios and see what we get. But for now, my blow number 1, and I think with boss number 3, I think it's going to be even crazier. We'll have to see what happens when that actually drops tomorrow, but I think tomorrow night we're going to have a really fun video regarding that one. Like, comment, share all the good stuff. I'll be back with more Danmachi really soon.